I finally hit $1,000 of annual income. This was my first real milestone. Now whatever happens, as long as I don't have to sell any stock or for some reason the companies I've invested in cut their dividends, I would have $1,000 a year for decades. Based on history, this amount should grow as dividend payments increase, so that the $1,000 does not become less valuable over time with inflation. If I then reinvest those dividends, it will slowly snowball with compound interest. I am not planning on slowing down my own contribution, so I look forward to seeing these $1,000 grow into $2,000, $4,000 and so on. The end goal is financial freedom, being able to live off the dividends comfortably, ideally having money left over to reinvest. For example, if I've paid off my mortgage and want $45,000 a year to live off, if my average yield of all my stocks is 3%, I know my total dividend stock portfolio needs to be $1.5 million. My current average yield of all my stocks is 3.94%. If the yield was the same at my retirement, I would only need 1.15 million. I have a mixture of high yield and low yield stocks. The low yield ones like Apple and Microsoft have a lot of stock price growth potential. Based on history and prospective future growth, they should outperform the companies with the higher yields. In a few years I could sell the low yield stocks and buy some higher yield ones instead, bringing my retirement forward a few years. As my average yield would be much higher, if the yield average was 6%, this would mean I would only need a portfolio account worth $760,000. This feels much more achievable and shows why planning ahead is crucial when making decisions. I have slowly been diversifying my portfolio and now have a lot of sectors covered. I have shares in 10 sectors. I'm heavily invested in a few sectors. The plan is to bring some of those up, especially real estate, healthcare and energy. If we look at the breakdown, I've got 28% in financial services, 25.59% in consumer defence, 16.98% technology, consumer cyclical 6.83%, 5% communication, industrial nearly 5%, real estate nearly 4%, miscellaneous, which is a few of the other ones, 3.95%, healthcare 3.7%, and energy 1.2%. If we look at my dividend calendar, we can see a breakdown of each month. For the next 12 months, my current total dividend stands at $1,054.64. Each month has been calculated, with the highest month being December. This is what I will be getting paid, as all these fall within the ex-dividend cutoff. For some reason, every company decides to pay in December. If we look down the list, it's quite a lot. We've got 3M, Bank of America, Coca-Cola, Enbridge, Intel, JEPI, Johnson & Johnson, Kraft Heinz, Main Street, Microsoft, Pfizer, Realty Income, Schwab ETF, Stag Industrial and T Rowe, an incredible 15 stocks in total. If we look at this chart, we can see that a few months, February, April, May, July, August, October and November, are all level, all around the $94 to $95 mark. January is a month that I would like to bring up, as this is lacking. I've been adding to Franklin Resources this month, which has brought it up a little. I've been slowly increasing my allocation in Altria Group, which has an incredible yield, and aiming to increase my allocation of Cisco. I'm just waiting for the price to drop a little. I want to add Pepsi, but its stock price skyrocketed into the mid-180s. It has dropped a little to 179 at the moment. Ideally, I want to pick it up in the 160s. I've also been buying shares monthly in JEPI and Realty Income, which has definitely helped bring up the average. I've spoken about these stocks here. I really like both, great yields and dividend payment increases. March, June and September need a little work, but I'm not too worried about these. If we break down these further, on average, the $1,056.64 works out at just over $87.88 a month, which is $20.81 a week, and that is roughly $2.88 a day. If we break it down like that, it's kind of nice to see the progression. Have you hit any milestones recently, or are there any close that you are going to be hitting? What are your future goals? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. As always, you should do your own due diligence when investing. These are my own personal views. If you had enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Here are 2 more videos you might be interested in.